Dear viewers, share market is in free fall. Around 1000 stocks having market capitalization of more than 800 crore corrected by 40 to 45% on an average from their all-time high. It simply means even in your portfolio as well, there must be many stocks, those who are down from your purchase price. One after one bad news are coming. So first it started with Adani crisis, then Silicon Valley, bank collapse, and no one is know what's coming in the future. In such a critical situation, what would be your strategy? Should you get out from the market and take a pause, or should you hold the shares, or should you increase your investment? See, to be frank, I have experienced similar situation multiple times in the past. I am in the stock market since 2010. So I experienced similar situation back in 2013, briefly in 2016 after the demonetization, then again in 2018 and 2019. So I think I would be the best guide to navigate you in such situation and for a longer term wealth creation. I am Prasenjit Paul, author of the best-selling book How to Avoid Loss and Earn Consistently in the Stock Market, which is still the highest rated book written by any Indian author in the Indian stock market. In fact, my recently released book Multi-Bagger Stocks by Penguin Random House is also doing well. Now, let's have a look at some interesting data points. The first data points that we'll look is the number of IPOs and the amount of money raised. As you can see in this picture, in 2021, the highest number of IPOs, 63 IPOs raised more than 1 lakh crore from the market. But as you can see in the red colored figures, in 2023, till mid-March, 15th March 23, only two number of IPOs is raised only 567 crores from the market. So similar thing we have noticed back in 2013, where in 2010 again a good number of IPOs raised a good amount, but in 2013 only 5 IPOs raised 1284 crores. Again in 2019 also only 16 companies raised 12,687 crores. Similarly, in 23 also is going to be a similar year, a very poor year for IPO, and obviously the money raised from the market. Now the interesting point is, we all know after 2013, market witnessed a good bull run in 2014 and 2015 till the first half of 2015. In fact, the market correction in 2018 and 2019 build the foundation for the huge rally post-COVID period of 2020 and 2021. So it means something better we can expect in the coming days. The second parameter, the second fact that we'll look is the average daily cash turnover from the retail investors. Again, have a look at this image. So as you can see, there's an article published in the Economic Times back in February 23, which clearly shows, if you can follow the red colored column, so the non-institutional portion, average daily turnover from the non-institutional means retail investors, are gradually falling since Feb 2022. As you can see from this picture, so across the 2022 it was falling, and then in January 23 it was at the lowest point. Even in February 23 it further went down. It simply means retail investors, small investors are running out from the market. The image clearly indicates that retail investors or small investors are in fearful stage. The next parameter, the next data point that we'll look is the Google search trend for multi-bagger stocks. Again, if you look at this image, so you can also check Google trends. So you will find, if you search for the multi-bagger stocks term, so you will find in 2017 to early 2018 period, there's a red colored mark period, there was a spike in the search term multi-bagger stocks, and then again in 2021 to early 2022 there was again a big jump in the search term of multi-bagger stocks, but now it is again in almost at the bottommost position. So this is the reason recently I have tweeted that perhaps March 23 is perhaps the worst time to release the book Multi-Bagger Stocks from business point of view, because I was sure that if the same book was released back in 2021, then whatever we are selling, whatever the number of quantities we are selling right now, so that would have been sold at least 10 times more if the book was launched in 21 or in 22, because at that time people are actively looking for multi-bagger stocks. But the good point is, whoever will read the book right now will benefit the most compared to the person who will read in the bull run. So although from business point of view, this may be a bad time, a worst time to launch the book Multi-Bagger Stocks, but from reader's point of view, this is perhaps the best time to read the book Multi-Bagger Stocks compared to the time if you read in upcoming bull market or so on. The fourth data point, that's also an interesting one. Check out the view counts of popular YouTubers, those who mainly cover stock markets and all. So I have noticed that back in 21 and 22, in the first part of 22, YouTubers, those are covering stock market, multi-bagger stocks, or maybe options, future, and etc. etc. The view counts are huge. Compared to that, I mean, across the 2022, even in 23, the views, number of views, average views on each YouTube videos dropped drastically. It simply means, and as we all know, that YouTube videos mainly consumed by small investors, retail investors. It simply means that retail investors, many small investors, those who jumped during the COVID period in 2020-2021, lost interest from the market, and many investors probably quit from this market. All these four data points, the first point we discussed the number of IPOs, the second data point average daily cash turnover for retail investors, the third data points Google search trend, and the fourth data point YouTube view count. So all these four data points clearly says that market is in fear mode. Maximum investors dar gaya. And you remember what Warren Buffett said? He said is very popular, very famous quote you must already heard: be fearful while others are greedy, and be greedy while others are fearful. I'm repeating, be greedy where others are fearful. Market right now is in fearful mode. Even I know, we all know this quote. This quote is easy to say but very difficult to implement. You know why? Say for example, you invested 1 lakh and that 1 lakh turns to 60-70,000. So in such situation, you must be fearful, you must hesitate to invest more. And this is the reason many new investors, even while back in 2010, 11, 12, during those period, while my 10,000 investment, even at 1,000 or 2,000 downfall, I was a bit hesitant to invest more. So this is the reason why many new investors, many retail investors simply quit the market in 2022 and 2023. And this fearful mode, as I mentioned, market is in fear. It might continue for some more time. Now similar thing happened with me back in 2018 and 2019. Back then I had huge allocation in SME stocks, low volume SME stocks. So most of the stocks are from SME segment, and in 2018 and 19, most of the SME stocks corrected by 60-70%. In my portfolio as well, many stocks corrected by 60%, 70%. So it was in such a fearful mode, but despite everything, I increased my allocation in Chemcrux back in 2018-19. Despite the price fall in Lancer Container and KP Energy, I kept on holding. Then 2018, 19, nothing happened. 2020, nothing happened. Then in 2021 and in 2022, all on a sudden, Chemcrux jumped by around 40 times from my initial purchase price. Lancer Container moved up by 10 times. KP Energy also few more times. So I was pleasantly surprised in only 1 year, 2021 and 2022. Now, obviously, right now I am not concluding that the similar thing is going to happen, but whatever the facts I have already presented, so one thing is clear, that the market is in fear mode. Now let's have a look what waits ahead in the future. See, from my personal opinion, from my personal experience, and based on multiple parameters, be it the cash market volume, be it the Nifty 50 PE, be it from the stock specific, sector specific factors, macro factors, and based on multiple things, my gut feeling is saying that 2024 is going to be a good year for the market. Not only 2024, by the end of 23 itself, we will notice that the market will start reversing. One of the very, great pointers, data pointers, why I'm saying this. See, 24 is also a Lok Sabha election year. Now, if you follow all the past Lok Sabha election years, starting from 2004, then 2009, then 2014, then 2019, whatever be the political party, if any political party forms a majority, a stable government, then we noticed market rally afterwards. So you can also recheck 2004, then 2009, then 2014, 2014, then 2019, and 2024. Next year is also an election year. My gut feeling is saying that we will see the sign of reversal by the end of 23 itself, and 24 is going to be a good year for the market. Now the big question, what should you do right now? What should be your strategy? See, I'll share the 3 important points that you can remember, and if you can implement, I'm sure you'll benefit a lot. Before that, I just once again to remind you that, see, as you know that I am not a stockbroker, I am not a commission agent. So whether you invest or don't invest, it won't benefit me. So even if you invest, it's not like that I can earn money from your brokerage, or like I am not taking your fund to manage. So I don't charge any kind of, the PMS management fees or whatever. So it's not like that. If you invest more, it will help me to earn more money. Whatever I am sharing based on my personal feedback, and I'll save this video, I'll bookmark this video so that I can recheck again in the next year 2024. So the 3 things that you should remember. First thing, obviously, if you can hold your shares, if you can hold your investment at least for the next 1 to 2 years, then you should search for the fundamentally strong quality stocks. And even from, if I tell about my personal strategy, I would invest aggressively in fundamentally strong quality shares, provided I can hold at least for 1 to 2 years. The second point is, you might say I am short in funds. There are not enough funds to invest. If this is the case, then don't sell fundamentally strong stocks as of now. Whatever you are holding, if it qualifies as a fundamentally strong stock, then at least hold. Don't do the mistake of selling it right now, because if you sell right now, you might end up selling at the lower range of the stock price. And whatever the stocks that I have discussed, maybe in website, maybe in YouTube videos, although very less number of shares I discussed, so I know very well that those pass on my fundamental strength parameters. And the third point, be prepared for more short-term pain. See, nobody can predict market bottom. Nobody can say in which month the market will bottom out. But again, from my experience, I think that March 23, this is not the bottom. We might face some more pains in the coming days. Their time will come. मतलब ऐसा time आएगा जब लगेगा you lose all the hopes. You will find that you are going to lose everything from this market. So this kind of time will come. So market will test your patience. So be prepared for that. And finally, the cheapest thing you can do is you can simply go through my book, the recently released book, Multi-Bagger Stocks, and also my first book, How to Avoid Loss and Earn Consistently in the Stock Market. Both the books are getting good reviews. Readers are liking it. And I am very much sure if you read these books, because reading books is a very inexpensive thing to do, because you know that the Multi-Bagger Stocks book is only, MRP is only $2.99, and you can get it as a discounted rate from Amazon. I have provided the link in the description box and also in the comment section. So the best thing and the most inexpensive thing you can do is invest in knowledge in such critical times. You can simply go through the book. One thing I am sure, you will gain a lot more reading the books in such bad phase than you can gain in the good time. So share your experience in the comment, what you are thinking about the current market phase, what's your experience from the past market meltdown, and what's your strategy. And finally, if you learn something new from the video, kindly like the video and share it with your friends and family. And to receive similar such video in the coming days, make sure to subscribe and press on the all notification icon. That's it from today. We'll come with another insightful video on some coming days. Till then, happy investing.